Hi, this is Alex with Zeta Sky, and this is a training video for people that are new to Mac. This video will be covering some standard keyboard shortcuts. So one thing you'll notice on the Mac keyboard is some of the buttons are different. You don't have a Windows key. The closest equivalent would be the Command key, and you don't have an Alt key, and again, that's kind of the Command key. And then you have an Option key, which is kind of the Alt key, but Alt is kind of like split up between Command and Option. So you can't always guess which keyboard shortcut it should be, because they are kind of split up between Command and Option. So one of the most common things that most people do with keyboard shortcut is copy paste. So in Windows, you would hit Control-C to copy, Control-V to paste. Well, in Mac, it's essentially the same, but instead of Control, you're going to hit Command. So if I select this, I hit Command-C, that's copy. If you'll notice up here when I hit it, Edit lights up real quick. And the reason why is because copy is in this menu. So it's just kind of showing you where it is, in case you need to know that. And of course, the shortcut's over here. So you can see Command-C, Command-V. So if I want to paste on the desktop, I just click on the desktop here and hit Command-V, and I just pasted it here to my desktop. So some of the other ones that I've actually shown in other videos is if you want to, say, close a window that you have open, or a tab in a window you have open, whether it's a browser or Finder, basically anything with a tab, you can hit Command-W to close the tab. If it's the last tab open, it'll close the window. That's very helpful. I cover that in a little bit more detail in the window versus program video. So if you want a little bit more detail on that, check that video out. I'm not going to go too deep into that one again. And in general, I mainly wanted to show you copy and paste because that's the most common one. But I also want to highlight the fact that for shortcuts, if you don't know what something is, usually it's going to be in the menu here. A lot of times it's under the edit button, but it can be in other sections too, depending on, what makes sense for that particular item. But if you want to know what a shortcut is that I haven't covered, and it's something that you do a lot, when you go to click on it on the menu, just look to the right here. So this little four-leaf clover looking thing is Command. This up arrow, this is not always printed on the keys, so just so you're aware, that up arrow means Shift. I wish it was always printed on the keys, but for example, my keyboard that I have sitting in front of me doesn't have it. If you see this little, I believe it's called a caret, this little up arrow, that is Control, and you can see that one written on the key. And this weird looking one here with the three arms to it or whatever, that's the Option key, and that is often also put on the key. The main one to remember is that little up arrow is Shift, because that's not always obvious. But essentially, if you're ever looking for a shortcut for something that you're doing often, just look at the menu and it should tell you that shortcut, and that's a good way of discovering new shortcuts for functions that you use often. If you need any help or have any questions, please let us know.